Do you see this new AI era?
It's a beast. There's only two types of companies in this world, Morgan: those who are great at AI and everybody else. If you don't know AI, you are going to fail. Period. End of story. Whether you are an employee, you're going to have to understand it, impact how it impacts your job or how you can use it to be better at your job. Same if you're a student, the same thing. And if you're a CEO, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to get my tech guys to understand it and educate me on it. You have to understand it because it will have significant impact on every single thing that you do. There's no avoiding.
And today I'm really excited to introduce you to Devin, the first AI software engineer.
On March 12, 2024, a company called Cognitive Labs released out a product called Devin AI. They call it the AI software engineer. So what it can do is that it can automatically learn new frameworks, it can work on huge repositories, it can deploy your apps end to end, it can do all of that. Assume that you are actually hiring a real software engineer, and it can do most of the jobs that a new junior software engineer can do, or a senior one. And apparently, the company also claims that the Devin AI tool can also work on huge production code bases. By the looks of it, it's very scary. I mean, it just brings up a lot of questions. Should I actually continue my career in software engineering, or should I find a new job? Well, there are many things, but let me tell you guys, don't worry, it will not take away your job. I will explain why in this video. So make sure to watch the video till the end, and if you're new here, do follow and subscribe. And let's get started. The very first thing that you would notice on Cognition Labs website is that their landing page does not have anything. I mean, it's just normal text over here, makers of Devin, that's it. Like, it nowhere looks like a company who raised $21 million. I mean, it definitely looks like something Devin AI could make.
Emotional damage.
Jokes apart, it can replace me, but the point being, this is the blog that they posted yesterday. I mean, they called it the world's first fully autonomous AI software engineer. It's aimed to be a developer that builds alongside you and completes tasks for you. I mean, like I said previously, Devin AI can use unfamiliar technologies, can learn new things from directly from a GitHub repository, from a blog post, or from the documentation itself. So they claim that it is very powerful and it can do tons of stuff. And one important thing is that it can automatically build and deploy apps end to end. Well, in the example, it's using Netlify. Netlify is the easiest one because they offer an API. It's very easy to deploy that. I mean, even Code Sandbox also offers that. So it's not something new that these guys provide. So I think it's very normal to do this. One thing that they claim is that it can actually find and fix bugs in code bases. I mean, they did not tell that, it can solve bugs on a huge 200, let's say 1 million line of code base. But then I'm not sure, they did not provide any tool for us to test. All they did was just, put few YouTube videos and just disrupted the whole software engineering market. I mean, everyone's speaking about it. So one more important thing to notice is that if you see, it's they evaluated software engineering performance, the real world software engineering performance. It's 13.86%. It's interesting to see that they are not using behind the scenes. They are not using an LLM model like ChatGPT or anything. I mean, apparently they build their own LLM model, which is essentially only for this particular use. So let's say, and one more thing to note is that they only solve open source projects like Django and scikit-learn. So it's heavily learned on Python. So I'm not sure if it can automatically create, projects on, like, work on huge projects of, like, let's say Rust programming, let's say Go programming, and all of that. So it currently resolves 13.86% of the issues end to end. Well, by the looks of it, Devin AI would be put in pip. Very low ticket resolve rate. I mean, those of you who do not know PIP are very lucky. It's performance improvement plan, but yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, they claim that it's very powerful, and this is like some stuff related to the company, the funds that they raised. So, so one thing that I feel skeptical about them is that I don't know why they did not actually release the product. In the video, they are using a preview link. I mean, I believe that is only accessible to them, but why did they just not release a beta product that is accessible only if you log in and if you complete some steps? They only did this to just, get some, like attention of all the software engineering community. But yeah, again, I don't know what's happening. We'll be only able to assess all of the claims that they are making only when all of us have access to the product. So now comes the question, should you learn how to code? My answer for that is yes. Because when you see the video that they are showing, right? While actually it builds that, it's asking a review if the change that it did is correct or wrong. I mean, of course, it actually checks itself, but of course, it tells that this is the change that it did, and then we have to say, yes, this is the change, and it moves forward. So for that, you need to know how the code works. You need to know how the functionality works. You just cannot blindly give a project like, let's say, a stockbroker application. Let's say if I'm having a stockbroker company, I'm not gonna put Devin AI as a software engineer because there are millions of dollars on the line of real users. If something breaks, then I am dead meat for sure. So I need to be very careful about what I'm doing. So which is why, I mean, of course, it can only act as a co-pilot for you. It will not act as a own pilot. It will not do everything by itself. You need to know how to code. You need to know how everything works. So with that being said, guys, you guys let me know what you guys think about Devin AI. Comment down below. If you're new here, check out my channel. Please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, goodbye and take care.
AI is not going to take your jobs. The person who uses AI is going to take your job.